alive. Lomax to throw. Across the middle, Tilly. And you know who hit him? Kenny Easley, number 45.
Number 45, Kenny Easley. You know, it's sort of a cliche when you say, what can you say? But take a look at this. Watch the blow that he delivers here. He gets in what you call the fundamental football position, and he hits through the man. He doesn't hit the man, he hits through him.
Willard Harrell takes it at the 35. The ball is loose. A big scramble. They're still going for it all the way down at the 15. And it looks like the Cardinals have it. Or is it the Seahawks underneath?
Well, when the field is wet.
Lomax has pressure, throws, it is tipped. It is intercepted by Easley.
Lots of time, but then Mitch comes in. It didn't look like it was tipped by Bosworth, but he was in the neighborhood. Novacek couldn't come up with it, and Easley made a one-handed grab.
From their own 16-yard line, first down. Roderick Sargent.
Both have been impressive in training camp. Woods tackling there, and then Moore hitting him head on.
Flag is down. Stout throws, pass is complete to Donald Marcy.
This will help his cause. He's used to the passing game. At 5'9", 170, he wasn't given much of a chance to make it in the pros, and he took two mean hits on this play.
Seahawks rushing only 3. Stout has passed the line of scrimmage. Now, he's been around long enough to slide. Got Hagler kicking off. And this is Derek McAdoo on the return. Derek McAdoo. 6 in the secondary for Seattle. Stout with time goes deep and high. Flag is there. Pass is complete.
You may be able to see him at the top of the screen. Well, you can't see him at the top of the screen. He's not even in the picture. He was at another side of the field. Is still a valuable asset to the defensive backfield. Boy, they smelled that one, didn't they?
Rufus Porter, the rookie from Southern, was waiting on that one.
Well, here he comes around. Holmes is coming around, and whoops, there's people waiting for me. And he doesn't have his helmet. Hollis took his helmet, and Porter took the ball.
Loss of 6.
Boom.
Remember when we were kids? That's when you said King's X.
45-yard line of Phoenix. Mitchell straight ahead. What a hit on him.
Watch Glasgow. Number 22 is just going to fill up. Nobody blocks him. You never allow for a safety like this in your blocking scheme.
Kinds of problems today, covering Roy Green particularly. Jordan, good hit on him. The Cardinals from the shotgun. Hogaboom finds Roy Green. He dropped the ball on a good hit from Jenkins.
They get him the ball. He bobbles it a little bit. Great timing right there by Melvin Jenkins.
First down inside the 35. Stump Mitchell. Hit at the line by Bosworth.
And Brian Bosworth, they're in the 3-4. He's a little shifted over. He just scrapes right behind the nose guard and says, give me that hit. He wanted the head to come with it. He didn't plan just the helmet to come off.
His first half. Stump Mitchell. Hard running by Mitchell. About 8 yards on the pickup. And some little extra activity on the sideline.
The punching. Nobody likes to be pushed around. Stump Mitchell starts running. Bosworth has his face. There it is. Bosworth, heck, he had his hand up in Stump Mitchell's face mask.
Thompson, and the ball is it loose. Zordich trying to make the catch on the hands team, and I think Seattle has the ball.
Now we're going to see Zordich leap across the line and go for it. I'm sorry, that is not Zordich.
Yeah, that's Zordich.
Is it?
Yep, 38.
Play action pass. Burline going down the far sideline.
Look at this. See the hand coming right in. See?
Or did he take a chop?
50. All 11 Seahawks near the line of scrimmage as Centers gets the football and is blasted by Michael Sinclair.
Watch Robinson's 41 come up and knock off Duvel Love, then hit Centers, and man, Michael Sinclair.
2 weeks that the Seahawks have returned an interception for a touchdown, 2 in this game alone. Vicious hit by Amon Green, the rookie. We haven't seen Green carry the ball. Last week, he gained 100 yards on 6 carries, all in the second half. But he is obviously a vicious special teams player, and Pete Rodriguez loves it.
Well, Pete was telling me that he was looking for one guy to emerge on this special team to be the attitude guy. Green, rookie from Nebraska, is almost as fast as Joey Galloway. That's just a vicious hit. But what excites me about this is what Green does when he pops up off the ground.
Pass again with time. Now he's flushed and he's sacked. Sinclair got him, Daniels got him, and he has no chance.
Number 70, he just comes right around Dexter, gets that sack.
Starting in the final 9. Flares it out, has Eric Metcalf. He's dangerous. Metcalf spins, then gets drilled at the 21-yard line. Hand the ball to Morrell, and he is nailed by Darren Smith. Loss of yardage on the play.
Lomas number 75 has got to see him in there. Smith is so fast that he gets up into the line of scrimmage before Lomas can react back. And that's a Pro Bowl caliber tackle.
Boone brings him back. This is Eric Metcalf at the 6. Cuts it up left side around Fred Thomas. And juking his way up the field until Thomas finally takes him out at the draw to Morrell. Adrian Morrell with a good hold and a nice tackle made by Jay Bellamy.
And then here comes number 20 Bellamy, and boom! He just hits Adrian Morrell and knocks him back. Adrian Morrell considered one of the power tailbacks in the NFL.
Blitz coming. Plummer. It's picked off by Springs. Springs on the return. Cuts back, and he's gone.
But this is miscommunication between Sanders and Plummer. Jake Plummer, as he tries to come around to pick up Cortez, right there on the way in to try to get the 96. Sanders and Plummer in the right hand to protect against the fumble.
Morrell caused it. Excuse me, Trevor. Chad Brown really nailed him as he went out of bounds.
Jones tries to follow one of them, hit right at the 5-yard line.
Kazvinsky will just filter up there in the hole, take his own guy out, and then take Thomas Jones down. Tackle for the loss. Huge play for Kazvinsky. You'll see him here. Reads it all the way. Watch him take his own guy out. Boom! Chad Brown, and then gets in on the play on Thomas Jones. That's one thing they wanted.
Penalty mark is on the play. He lost the football. Tries to leapfrog the pile, but ran smack dab into Tim Terry. And he's got time.
I'm going to make this play for my football team, and does it.
They had 29 at halftime, and Thomas Jones back in. Should hit backfield. The ball pop out.
Rock Marcel Shipp. He'll just follow Pete Kendall right to the football and make the big stick. Look at the excitement by the rookie. Not a game for the faint of heart, or what?
Play fakes on first down right over the middle, and that one caught by the first-round draft pick who dropped it. Brian Johnson lost the football, and it's picked up by Marcus Trufant with blockers. And this is not the way the Arizona Cardinals wanted to begin. A turnover on the very first play from scrimmage.
Johnson wide open, nice pass. He's a rookie, first-round pick.
Short situation. Blake rolling. Escapes. And caught and dropped by Anquan Bolden and intercepted. That's Chad Brown with the pick.
And Bolden looks like he's hurt, Kurt.
If that's what he wanted to challenge.
But you can challenge whether or not it's a catch. Actually, that looks like, because they're calling it an interception.
Right. It's right there, so it doesn't matter because whether he caught the ball or not.
All right, I thought it was a fumble.
Yeah, no,
I thought the ball hit the ground when I saw it.
Wow. Hamlin laid the hit. The ball rolled right down his back into the hands of Chad Brown. Right now, he needs to get him to the 14-yard line for the first.
Brian Johnson, he's on the run. He opens up the space. They're getting open on third down.
The pitch to Emmett. It bobbled and lost. Randall Gottfried picks it up, and there he goes.
Watch Cochran get upfield. Watch D.D. Lewis get upfield. Upfield pressure.
putting the pressure on Emmitt Smith. He fumbles it from Ray Rhodes. An aggressive play from the Seahawks.
Josh Scobie getting hit aggressively by Tracy White right on the 20-yard line, so they don't get shut out. But of course they hand it off to Marcel Shipp, and Shipp tries to stiff arm Anthony Simmons, not biting.
You know, because you just want to get out there and throw people around and slam them around, and he's going to say, look, guys, 4 turnovers, can't have it. I mean, we came out, 5 turnovers. We came out, our defense, and if they can get something going and not kill themselves. Left defensive end loses his helmet.
And looks like he took an elbow to the head by his teammate LeVar Fisher. Can't see from that angle, but the initial one we had, you saw an elbow hit him right in the head after his helmet came off.
McCown, that's going to be a face mask. Well, it looked like Cochran knocked it out of his hands. I thought for a moment maybe he tried to flip it back there.
Foul, face mask.
But in fact, it looked like Cochran did a good job of knocking it away. 5 defensive backs for the Seahawks showing blitz, and here they come. McCown steps up, ball knocked loose, it's still on the ground, recovered by Seattle.
And here you go, your playmaker again. Anthony Simmons comes up with the sack.
Seahawks hold, they get it back, they get the football back. However you want to look at it, they didn't make the play as John Randall fell on the football. McCown takes it, going for it, not going to get it. I don't think there's any way you can give it to him on that play.
And he just fires in, knocks him back.
Now they're going to measure it anyway.
He might have had it.
Might be a lot of shocked people here if this is a first down. Let's see what they come up with. They stretch the chains, not going to get it. He lost yardage. Yeah, absolutely.
And Brian Johnson split to the top side of the monitor here. Here is McCown under pressure. He sacked a fumble in the backfield. There's a pylon at the 35-yard line. It was Antonio Cochran who got to McCown.
A problem with some speed rush, and Antonio Cochran goes right around the corner.
Here's the blitz. Bolden. Brought down by Marcus Tubb,
who has a strong safety Boulware on him.
On first. Bolden. Good catch.
That allows Kurt Warner to stay in the pocket and just throw that inside glance route to Anquan Bolden.
Warner brought down for the sack. Bryce Fisher
takes that inside rush on Oliver Ross, and Ross is not quick enough to get him. You can see he comes right in the face.
Warner rolling.
He doesn't get fooled by the boot at all. He comes straight up the field and takes a big shot on Kurt Warner.
He's got time now, but can't find a receiver. Penalty markers in the backfield as he lofts that one up there. And Hamlin laid a hit. As he lofts that. 3-man rush. Charles Lee. D.D. Lewis lit him up right at the 30-yard line. Anquan Bolden can't hold on.
Three yards by Shipp. They'll go to the slant on the other side. That one can't work. They're using Arrington as that guy inside you're talking about.
They just want to get the right guys paid, and so far, it doesn't seem like they have the right guys. Doesn't seem like they have the right.
Up the middle and getting hit immediately is Obafemi. Out of the shotgun, going underneath to Ian Badejo, and the fullback loses the ball, and it's recovered by the Cardinals.
Obafemi Ian Badejo does a good job of getting into that soft spot underneath.
Blackemeyer hammers this one, sending Walters all the way down to the 12, and he'll bring it back to the 20. What a punt by Blackemeyer. Leinert, short drop, dangerous throw there on a slant to Fitzgerald.
Dangerous. Behind Leinert. And that is Arrington. A nice play there by Dion Grant.
Out of the shotgun, it's bobbled by Warner. Loses it, and it's recovered by the offensive lineman Alex Stepanovich, the center. There's pressure, and Warner goes down, loses the ball.
Well, here's 59 coming at you. He's a linebacker, but he's a great pass rusher, too. I don't know what Leonard Davis was going inside for. Chris Lewinsky looked over his shoulder. Somebody's got to slide out and pick up Julian Peterson.
And here we go. Preston from the 5. He's got the wedge in front of him. Trying to bounce it out, and he's swarmed under just short of the 30-yard line. Jamaica Rector is the 3rd. Warner in trouble. They got him. Second sack of the game. Brandon Mebane.
Warner's got nowhere to throw the football. See, he just works it back inside. Kurt's got no one open downfield. They are playing umbrella coverage. Rushing 4 guys, covering with 7.
Cardinals from the 12. Warner in trouble. Pass almost caught.
Well, they had a double working there. Double TE stunt. Kearney comes scot-free, able to get the hit on Warner.
38-yard pickup. Warner with time again. This time to the tight end, Veneman, who gets down to the close to the 30-yard line, hit hard by Jordan Babineau. Everybody out. Warner pressured. They got him. He got rid of it. It looked like they had him. The ball is being run back by Lofa Tatupu. There's been no whistle, and Tatupu's pushed out of bounds.
Now you work him back inside, and it's Rocky Bernard that makes it happen.
Good high kick. Rested. Slips one man and is buried.
Big hit, and it looked like denied. 12 seconds go on. Play action again. Fitzgerald again.
This ball would have come out with a lot of people. A DB on.
Hightower. Looked like he was stopped just short of the first down, and Lofa Tatupu. Second down, Warner going to throw to Preston. It's deep Preston.
You can see it's run. He just raised up right now, and I'm going to take that little one step.
Preston gets hit at the 10 by Obamanu, and the Cardinals will have to start from the 10, trailing 7-0. Warner going to a wide open Steve Preston.
He saw number 11 come into a sight line, and that allowed Preston to come in behind him before Malloy could knock him out of bounds.
Standing by Warner, going out as a receiver, and the pass is caught by Preston, and he may be shy of the first down.
Watch Preston as he comes through on the shallow cross, and a great tackle by Lawyer Malloy.
In the end zone, it is Stevens Howden. Knocked down at the 20. Knocked down at the 20. Max Hall goes down.
He beat the tackle. The tackle hummed just a little bit. Raheem Brock bearing down on Max Hall.
He goes down. Ball came out.
Got the tight end Spock at the top. He overset to the top and underneath. Clemens comes hard underneath. We talk about the tackles handling these ends on the outside. You can put a tight end in there at times to help out.
Muff the punt. Makes his second catch of the game. Beanie Wells hit hard. Lofa Tatupu brings him down. Pass is caught, but a tough hit over on the sideline.
See the nickelback right there? That's confusing the offensive line as to which way they open, who has what.
Big hit after a 1-yard gain. Kevin Cobb. And there's a penalty flag down as it is intercepted by Earl Thomas. And Earl Thomas gets back to the 31-yard line. That's Todd Heap that they're checking on.
I think it was Cam Chancellor that hit him. It was wicked. Well, this could galvanize this Arizona football team
look, they're still
right here
heated,
because I'm telling you, Todd Heap.
Here comes some of the Cardinal
one
players.
of the most well-liked player on this team, and he just got blindsided like you can't believe. Emotionally, Arizona right now, Chris, they're out of their minds.
Let's take a look at that block because that was If you're not looking, look out.
Yeah, and here's right to the right of your screen. There's Heap, 86. And
it was Cam Chancellor, as you called it.
You bet.
Kevin Cobb out of the pocket and goes down. Ran right into Chris Clemens coming around from the backside. The helmet's on.
All about effort here by Chris Clemens. Look, he is not going to throttle down that motor. And just gets a kill shot there on Kevin Cobb, who's got nowhere to go with the ball. Chris Clemens he's not going to pull his foot off the gas pedal. That's all there is to it. That's the definition of a guy that plays snap to whistle.
Pass to Andre Roberts. Clock running. Middle of the field. Oh, the ball is loose. And the clock has expired.
There's certainly a difference.
Dave Zastadil with the high end-over-end punt. Leon Washington waves for a fair catch at the 11-yard line. The high end-over-end punt. Leon Washington waves for a fair catch at Pennington. Jody Jackson with you. Seahawks on second down. Marshawn Lynch with a little cutback.
He's finally learned the Tom Cable zone scheme. You see here he breaks the tackle.
Skelton under pressure, got it to Andre Roberts, and a helmet popper.
NFL football at its finest. Two teams scrapping it out.
In Glendale, Arizona, game tied at 20. 3rd and 10. The pass from Skelton to early Doucette is short of the first down. Big 3rd down. Skelton being rushed. The pass into a crowd.
Cardinals who were moving the ball until the interception by Skelton. William Powell comes in and carries the football. Game.
And you see him right there, and Jeff King is trying to block him.
William Powell again. Helmet comes flying off.
When behind closed doors, he talks.
Passes underneath and complete. Doucette. Skelton in trouble, gets rid of it, and completes for a minimal gain. Early Doucette makes the catch. Cam Chancellor. No fair catch. Peterson gets across the 35-yard line. The ball came out again. It did come out.
He's going to push this up inside, and it looked like it was Maxwell who comes in pursuit from behind.
Hold it out.
Patrick Peterson never saw him, and he reaches his right arm in there, and watch this. Rip. He rips that ball out. Clearly on the ground there.
And Peterson was not down.
No, and then Maxwell comes up with the recovery.
Ron Hausler catches it, slips through a tackle, and fights for a first down.
Things are going to happen.
Just the opposite for Lindley and the Cardinals. Ball's out, fumble, still rolling around.
I mean, he held that ball 5 seconds. No awareness that Jerron Johnson was coming up from behind him. Look, you got all those guys. It's like one piece of meat, and you got 11 dogs that are trying to go after it.
Beanie Wells in the backfield. Pass for Fitzgerald, and he can't hold on to that.
You're going to see Beanie Wells go hit Clint McDonald and just get lambasted. It looked like he was taking it to McDonald and got smoked, and then McDonald taunting over the top of him.
Nowhere to hide in a game like this.
I can't think of 2 games in a row for Seattle where they've done that like they've done it over the last 2 weeks. And now they put an exclamation point on it.
He feels like he lived 2 lives, got into trouble, and football saved him. And he owes football.
Shotgun. And a quick throw out, wide receiver screen, complete Andre Roberts. But the ball comes out at the end. Play action. Palmer's in trouble. Down he goes.
But he misses a block right there. He runs right by Tony McDaniel. And if you're going to tell me he's your best pass protection tailback, you can't run by an unblocked defender.
Carson Palmer sets like playing 5 defensive ends on every snap. Here's Ellington going wide and getting hammered by Cam Chancellor. And a loss of a couple, and here's the long yardage situation the Cardinals didn't want to find themselves in.
Watch the right tackle here, Winston, get jacked back. And this is just he's going to pull out. Watch, I think it's a defensive back that jacks him right like that. Yeah, oh my goodness, that's Cam Chancellor.
Chancellor did the whole play.
Got underneath a 300-pounder, put him on his back and made the tackle. That's awesome.
Lynch. Harshawn Lynch to the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown.
He ran over Dockett and knocked Dockett's helmet off. Watch Dockett, number 90. The helmet comes off. Lynch could care less. Now here's where you can see the helmet come off. Right here. You want to talk about dropping a shoulder pad into a defensive tackle. That's awesome.
Moving to 3rd and 5. Palmer off his back foot. It's intercepted. It's Brandon Browner. And Browner is going to take it down inside the 10 as he trips at about the 5-yard line.
College can't get him. Palmer takes a hit.
Wow. Palmer pressure again. Almost got face masked, and down he goes.
Wait till you see this contact, folks. He's going to get under him, bull rush him, right back into Carson Palmer.
I'm not sure that wasn't a face mask, but
I don't know about any of that stuff. All I know is your tackles. You're right on the face mask.
I mean, you know, he's lucky he's still got his neck connected to his shoulder pads. There you go.
Nice job by you, Mooch.
And Carson Palmer goes down. Another sack, Clinton McDonald.
Rashard Mendenhall gets in and tries to get to the 31. Is slipped backwards.
Yeah, you got a full-blown Seahawk gang tackle right here. And they've tried now and had some success running it right at Seattle's best run defender.
Mendenhall, nowhere. Knocked back to the 20-yard line.
I mean, he's such a good pass rusher.
Palmer floating one in the end zone. Right to Richard Sherman. His second interception of the game.
There's Averill coming off the edge. Nobody blocks Cliff Averill. I mean, that is a busted protection on that area of the field. That's 2 big interceptions where Carson Palmer has not seen the free defender running right at him.
He gets the carry. Taylor fighting hard but doesn't get the first down. Sets to throw. Goes underneath to his tight end Dre.
Ellington on the track run and brushed backwards by Wagner. And it's going to be shy of a first down by 2 yards.
And that's what Bobby Wagner brings to this defense. Bobby Wagner right here. You feel his speed on the field. You look like you have a hole. No, you don't. And Bobby Wagner, a big defender that can run. He's a key cog to the Seattle defense.
Arizona just 1 of 5. Stanton, blitz, picked up, dropped! He had a touchdown, and Jerron Brown just flat out dropped it.
And Jerron Brown does a tremendous job of eluding Maxwell.
Well, Drew Stanton stood in there against the blitz and delivered a perfect pass and got a little roughed up. Bobby Wagner saying hello on that play. So Stanton in trouble, and down he goes. Irvin was there. Bennett was coming from the backside with Averill.
Cliff Averill, incredible all day. You see the push up the middle by Bennett. They are coming today.
3rd and 3. And the pass is caught, and then Bobby Wagner comes in and pops Grice.
And Grice may want to bring out the medic. Watch Bobby Wagner here. We were talking to him last night about that very thing, about how do you come up, because he came back from an injury.
First down to the 20-yard line. And hot, and that's Cam Chancellor who comes up on Taylor, and that's something you see Chancellor do a lot. That's a linebacker playing safety.
This guy looks like he's an NBA power forward when you're standing next to him. And watch the holy smokes. Perfectly clean hit, but as a running back, you have no idea that's coming. Stephon Taylor had no idea.
Blitz. Oh, he gets smothered right through the middle, blasting through O'Brien Schofield.
Whoa. You put a superstar in front of you, they take off and go to Michael Bennett, also an edge blitzer, and Schofield had a free runner. That was some shot.
And they, talk about, guys being too old at 30, and that's Upati down on the turf. And here's what happens on the collision with Cam Chancellor.
Right here on the end of the play, you see he just sort of drops his head, which everybody advises against, and that head and neck just compress back into the shoulder pads. Cam Chancellor, a safety, but a huge man delivering that blow. And we've been through this a little too much with both teams now.
Four-man rush over the. Oh, whoa! What a pop taken there. Bobby Wagner hitting Andre Ellington. 30 seconds.
Oh.
Here they come. And Palmer's forced to throw it away.
And you always have to protect inside. He jumps to the outside guys there and just gave one of the best pass rushers in all of football a free run at the quarterback. Not usually a good idea.
Palmer slips away. Oh. That's incomplete.
Tell him here, hit me here, but instead KJ Wright hit him there.
3rd and 7. Pressure put on, and he's going to get sacked.
And then you've got Frank Clark. The thing, how Arizona has gotten beat in the past out against this bunch is they get in those 3rd and long situations.
Short deck, but Michael Floyd does come back in, and Palmer gets whacked.
You're going to end up with a guy like Cliff Averill coming off the edge with absolutely nobody. Jared Valdir just let him go, and Carson Palmer had no idea. They are lucky this is not a turnover.
3rd and 5, Palmer with a low snap, gets it away, and then Fitzgerald gets whacked.
And almost take Larry Fitzgerald's head off there.
9:07 to go. 3-0 Cards. On the cart, Palmer, he gets enveloped back at the 23-yard line. Cliff Averill.
Nice move by Averill inside. What a tremendous talent. He has been #1 since he came in the league with 24 sack fumbles. And he has just been relentless tonight.
Seattle may wind up with the ball in decent field position for a change. First things first, though, is Johnson is able to take the ball out to the 37-yard line.
Just can't quite hang on to him, but that was a big.
2nd down and 5. Palmer look out from behind, and he g's taken down, and Averill's just having a fantastic night.
With Averill and using his hands, just going to take Humphrey's hands and just swat him down as he comes around. And somehow Carson Palmer held on to that ball. I have no idea.
In 2016.
Here comes a blitz, picked up, and not the 2nd and 3rd guy as Palmer is taken down. Vicious rush by Seattle.
Right up the middle, and here comes Michael Bennett to finish off Carson Palmer.
Palmer hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
Look at him come at Carson Palmer.
Go! Adrian Peterson, 2-minute drill. Andre Ellington the back. The pump by Stanton. Fitzgerald called for. Cam Chancellor says enough of that.
Whip it right back inside, and then Cam Chancellor said, come on. I got you covered right here. There's one of those retirement hits.
Now Marcus Michel Tafoya will join us all out in Denver. First down, Stanton over the middle. This one's on target. Caught by Larry Fitzgerald.
Stanton from the pocket, hit hard as he threw. And that ball over the head of Jerron Brown. And slow to get up.
Just beat real quick. Evan Bain beat very quickly inside. Little arm over. Look at Drew Stanton. Eyes down the field. Knows he's taking that big hit. Stands in that pocket strong.
Fake to him. Stanton in trouble. And incomplete. Threw it into the turf with pressure on.
I think Drew Stanton lost his #1 read on that, and then he took a big hit.
And then he gets hammered.
Rosen getting the pressure, and down he goes inside the 10, and it was Jaron Reed.
And that's just a simple slap move. Upati gets beat on the slap move, and there you see him up into that line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line, and Mike Davis will get the first down, and here's Russell Wilson blocking and diving into the end zone.
Watch him go hunt this up right here. Look at that. Just, I mean, Antoine Bethea, you're never going to hear the end of that in meetings as he gets low, it drives the blocker, or drives the tackler out of the back of the end zone.
Cardinals need 6. And the quick going to Kirk, and Kirk is going to get the first down and loses the ball.
So here's Christian Kirk. There's that ball. Looks like it's still secure. I think the hip is down.
And one timeout for the Cardinals. First down, and the pass over the middle of Fitzgerald. And he gets hit and loses it.
I mean, he doesn't get up. He has nothing to say. You go ahead, take a shot. Great one right in the ribs. You know what I'm going to do? Bobby Wagner will give him drive on the ball right here, just playing zone coverage.
1st and 10 at the 19 for the Seahawks. And here is Mike Davis as a receiver, and Mike Davis barrels his way for a 1st down and more.
Gets on a little guy. You always want to take on the little guys, right? Pound him in the ground a little bit.
Pressure on Josh Rosen. Down he goes. Ball is out.
The sack fumble. Rosen never sees it coming. Oh, it's actually the hit from Frank Clark pushing Holden right into his lap. But if he didn't get there first, it was going to be hell either way. That ball was coming out of Rosen's hand on the back end.
He just gets back to the curl. Beautifully thrown.
And here is Murray. And
Kirk right down the middle. Now, back when I was playing, you know what they called that, Dick? They called that football. But today, in this game,
2nd down and 9. Wilson goes to the outside. Carson breaks a tackle and gets a 1st down. Bad tackling on the Cardinals that time.
And then just absolutely puts his head down, drives it. Look how he keeps that ball. Look at him. Look at Pete. Excited. He's celebrating.
Best rushing day easily for Carson. 2nd down and 6, and they got Carson with a head of steam. And look at Carson gets a 1st down as he barrels over defenders of the Cardinals.
And you're just like, yeah, I want to hunt some people up. Put the shoulder down, same foot, same shoulder, drive through the defender. Kevin Peterson right here. Listen, when you get it going like this as a running back, you're like, give it to me, because I know they're a lot more tired than I am, and I want to finish guys and punish guys at the point of attack.
Kenyon Drake knocked out of bounds, and Drake is hurt.
Here's Kenyon Drake, and again, Bradley McDougald doing a great job coming up. You think he got maybe the shoulder into the left thigh.
Backup quarterback Hundley throws to Drake, who's hit hard at the 15. Ball comes out, ruled incomplete right away.
That's a long time to hold the block. And it's just a really nice job defensively by that whole group. Brandon Jackson, the guy with the big hit.
And what he does in the offseason, working on everything, including something like that. Isaiah Irving on the kickoff here, making a block on Travis Homer. With a losing record.
But maybe that's a good sign. Belichick quit with the Jet. He doesn't know if he catches the ball or not. That's pretty bang for a 15-yard. Okay, never mind.
There's no penalty on the play. The play will stand.
But the big receiver tonight has been Lockett. Cutting around the outside, putting his head down. Right along that Cardinal bench, and they're right there.
Here is Kyler spinning out of it, looking downfield, has a man, pass caught for a moment, and then it gets knocked out so fast.
I mean, he was pretty deep when that ball was in the air, but man, he came driving on this and is able to jar it loose. Arnold thought that he had an easy completion, a nice pickup.
Thank you.
Sure has been tough on the Cardinals.
Here's one behind.
That sure will, and the right call. I mean, that's a dangerous hit. And yeah. DeAndre Hopkins knew right away. Quandre Diggs came in, made the nice hit earlier.
Handoff here to Hyde. And cuts upfield and delivers a hit on Peterson. And the Seahawks like the end of that run. Got a good block from DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Metcalf is the one who's out there trying to block, and then Carlos Hyde just finishes them off.
3rd down and 8. McCoy throws.
Screen for Connor. Trying to navigate through, and Cody Barton with Bobby Wagner out.
Yeah, Brooks, and look at inside out right there. One linebacker on the outside. Brooks, Cody Barton from the inside. And go ahead, that's when you go backwards. That inside pressure by Dunlap, and he gets the sack.
Oh, misfire. Travis Homer got in on Andy Lee, and then Homer made the play. Caught up to Lee. Loose ball to Thompson.
Your job is to kick it. You're not supposed to be blocking it. He takes his eyes off of it.
Wilson gets the snap. Under pressure. Escaping. Running. Lunging in for the touchdown. And the Seahawks take the lead.
First and foremost, got to hang tight on the edge right there. Chandler Jones versus Brown. And then watch right there. Feeling Buda Baker coming in there. Bracing yourself for impact.
They look to be in, as you said, lockstep. Mix up the kicks here to prevent an easy return. Dortch will have to pick it up, and he's going to get popped.
My goodness, this is why I'm glad I don't play special teams. Right here. Whoo! Hey, full speed, running down there, fearlessness, and there you see him wrapping up.
First and goal with 7 minutes to play. And Benjamin tripped up. Excellent penetration by Kimdichie.
Well, it was Brooks. Watch him come off the edge right here and attack the pulling guard, and then his ability to bounce back outside.
Third down opportunity for the Seahawks. Pressure coming. Murray will keep. He'll run, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have it inside the 20. And this overhauled Seattle defense. Incomplete, it's fourth down.
As you said, Kyler Murray would like to get on the edge, and they've kind of given him these, we used to call this false daylight.
A crucial play for Murray, and he gets hammered.
A little slide to the right. He gets around Billy Price, and he's right on top of Kyler Murray. If you can get on that hip and stay tight, might have had a chance for a big run to the right.
That time goes right through the hole, and Kenneth Walker trying to run over Buda Baker.
When the play is designed to go to a certain spot, but his creativity and out the back door.
Murray has Benjamin as a release, has a lot of ground to cover, takes the hit.
Allows him to get back inside and get that first down.
And what did we see a week ago, and what have we seen multiple times this year? He got crunched and still held on.
They've run 9 offensive plays, gained only 20 yards. Fake to DiMercado, and Dobbs unable to gain yardage.
And I'll be like, man, this is a special linebacker, still doing it, year 12.
Fake to DiMercado. Dobbs throws. It is picked off in the end zone by Devin Witherspoon.
Steps into the throw, and he gets hit in the top. Yes. Mario Edwards could get flagged for leading with the helmet.
Are you surprised?
Not at all.
From the 34, on the toss, it's Walker.
Ooh.
Kenneth Walker.
Bam! You talk about punishing a defender, and that's the attitude that Kenneth Walker brings to this offense. Remember, Marshawn Lynch used to do that. Allow your team play complementary football.
Oh! Second down and 2. Big hit, but
football. This is why he was the number 5 overall pick. Look at that violence.
But how about Moore, who hangs on to the football and picks up a first down?
Yeah, got to give Moore credit for hanging on to the football.
Slot to the right. Pass is juggled. Incomplete. Cardinals must get to the Seahawks 20. Pass is caught. Ball comes loose from their 35-yard line. Dobbs with time over the middle. DiMercado the catch.
All game long, and force him to make quick decisions and process a little faster than he wants to.
Dixon's punt fielded near the 12-yard line by Greg Dortch. Dortch will try to turn it upfield, and he is blasted.
A solid wide receiver for him. They just got to get on the same page.
A high snap really threw that timing off, and the penetration of Draymond Jones didn't help.
And if that's his zone read, Kyler, when you get a bad snap like that.
Murray looking, swing to Connor. Connor working against Witherspoon. And Witherspoon. It's like Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant here. Witherspoon taking out
SummerSlam 2024, Mean Gene. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got him. That's a hamstring tackle right there. And the lift. Forklift certified.
Connor. And good job in space by Devin Witherspoon.
Oh, man.
Flag is thrown on the play. It's a 60-40 on the split. Oh, wow. Kyler Murray gets eaten alive back there by Leonard Williams, who's been in the backfield a couple of times today.
Leonard Williams, 99, and Jaron Reed, number 90, push Evan Brown, the left guard, all the way back.
Quick throw, but there was a whistle before the play. Connor, and that play gets blown up by Leonard Williams.
Slipped through before Paris Johnson could get down.
They've got 7 back in coverage, and Murray backs up into the Leonard Williams sack.
He's lucky he held on to this football. See Paris Johnson push Leonard Williams around, expecting the quarterback to step up into the dish, up into the pocket.
Seattle center. So out route. This is a tough pickup by Pharaoh Brown. Finally brought down by Dimukeji, and Brown's fired up now. Right into Murphy Bunting.
Pharaoh Brown. 7th year out of Oregon. Getting physical on the edge there. I love it.
2nd and goal. Murray. That pocket's collapsing fast. He's able to evade the pressure, past the line of scrimmage, on the shake, down to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. We've talked about the defense of Seattle kind of imposing its will, and you see Kyler Murray shaken up after that last series.
Well, this is the play. He got folded up like a Tommy Bahama beach chair a little bit. Big 99, Leonard Williams lands on him. They had to call timeout after this play just to get to the 3rd down. Remember, that was on 2nd down. And Murray slow to get up. And then this was moments ago. Feeling the effects from that hit.
Find ways to be spectacular on occasion.
2nd down and 1. James Conner just got tattooed by Leonard Williams in NFL history. 92 yards. He had 2 sacks. Smith has the time. Pump Smith out to the flat. Caught by Barner. Takes down a man. Driving over Mac Wilson Sr. for the 1st down.
And allows Barner to show that rookie strength as he runs right through Mac Wilson. There's Mike McDonald in the bench of the Seattle Seahawks.
At the Seattle 49 to the right side, and there he is.
And that's going to be tough to be able to stop any tight end, let alone Trey McBride. Free release off the line where he's flexed out, and then a nice job of throwing it over top of the corner.
Jacoby Brissett. Oh, there was the blitz. He was hit. The ball is free. Picked up by Lawrence. Will he take it in? Yes, sir. To the house. Touchdown.
That's a fumble. I don't think he had started coming forward yet, Kevin. I agree with you.
Tyrese Knight is the one to hit him.
Well, they just overloaded. They had 7 guys.
Bam Knight the back. 3rd down and 1. Knight the call. Oh, he's trailed behind the line. Thomas.
As this play happens, look, neither one of them block him. He just comes free for a hit in the back. They had a hat on a hat. If you block your guy, there was a spot there.
With Ernest Jones out. 3rd down 11. Here comes Knight. Knocked away again. Loose. Here comes Lawrence. Holy smokes. Another touchdown.
Once again, it's going to be as his arm coming forward. There has not been confirmation on the field yet, but let's see his arm, the ball, as he's transitioning to come forward, the ball's knocked out. Very similar to what we saw the first time.
Exactly what we saw the first time, right?
Well, this time the ball was hit. The last time his wrist was hit.
This blitz is deployed, but they're 3rd in quarterback pressures. And they're number 3 in sacks. Here's the ensuing kickoff. Knight was drilled. 3rd down and 1. Jet sweep. Dortch wrapped up, taken down. Nuosu makes the play.
And watch, he splits between both of them.
Any of the younger guys that ask him how he stayed in the league this long, he tells them, get a therapist.
2nd down and 10. They need a little bit more maybe than a therapist. 4th and goal. Brissett. Knight. What a goal line stand by Seattle.
But he's going to slow it up enough. Watch as he gets there. Watson gets penetration. He's able to get him there. That causes him to bounce just enough. That little bit of hesitation.
Here they come. 5-man rush. Got away. Grabbed. Down.
And they're able to win some one-on-ones and just not let him go.
5 sacks by the Seattle defense after 4 last week in Washington.
Even though they were overload one side, causing some pressure.
9th, 3rd down. Ooh, boy, was he drilled backwards. Big time hit there, Drake Thomas and others. So a new starting defensive tackle. DiMercato is the back. Who'll offer a block, and Brissett down the middle, broken up, incomplete.
So many times, watch how he goes after the ball. He stays low, doesn't go up to the head or neck area. Goes at the football in the midsection, and of course that's why.
Here they come, rushing 5. Ward gets blocked, and there's the pass out of the backfield. McBride hurdling, flies.
And he just goes for it. He sees the defense colliding or collapsing around him, and